Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 56. We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, the Washington State product, leading the way.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. third down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
He's looking for Ridley again, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll have to pass the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Looked like man coverage able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
First down there, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Trubisky's pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On third down, Trubisky. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Jags have taken the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they're going to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. But the man is Kmet, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28-yard.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Minshew's pass complete to Tyreek Hill.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Second and 11 now. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Shreds the tackle. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the zone, Leonard Fournette. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears now ready to take over again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 32-yard line. A good pickup of 38. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the 21, it's second and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. Yeah, they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Bears 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
At the 29-yard line.
A quick slant to Hill, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Jaguars 14, Bears 3.
Minshew, first and 10. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Bears' 49-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Eifert. Good for the Jaguars. First and 10 at the 43.
Now Leonard Fournette. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Fournette. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up second down.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
29-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it's 21-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball to see if they... And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the Jags grab it. There he goes, left side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball fast extra to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joe Schobert, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guy on the other side of the football, and they've moved him out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
This is caught. And they will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to... Now Trubisky lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Minshew. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them within 4.
makes it 3rd and 4.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
38, Bears 3.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
The 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew fighting Hilton on the slope. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Pay attention, pay attention. couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Khalil Mack able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. That's the right side here, complete. And they go the wrong way here, knocked back to the 20. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Rambo is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Bears 3.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's gonna be 2nd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. So these 2 teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the 2nd half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. At the shotgun, he'll throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Pass pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. A very quick pass to Ridley.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Miles Jack, his second sack of the night.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his fifth kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Minshew with a throw, caught by Eifert, the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The previous play is under review.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On the draw, this is Fournette. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Running it with Armstead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. And is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
There's 3.
Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On the move to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Quarterback forced out of bounds and...
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down at 12. Off play action, it's Minshew. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Minshew sets to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And I think Eifert may be in some pain. Staying down following that play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Minshew. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Jamal. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Miles Jack in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Trubisky to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here in the Super Bowl, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Cole Kmet. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Trubisky. But the man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good.
A 3rd down, gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Divine Azigbo.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted. A shotgun give to Fournette. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
A gain of 11.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
51. Bears 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he returns this to the 22.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs now leads to a third and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to
now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Here's Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. On first down, Trubisky. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Complete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joe Schobert, his second sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the...
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. A throw left side taken in by Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Trubisky to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
McManus now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Johnson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Fournette. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions.
Bears 17.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.